Coach for the varsity boys tennis team, and Rick Lund is the head coach. He couldn't be here because he has to work. He's the tennis pro out of Bear Valley, so I'm going to be up here and do my best to honor these great athletes and all the accomplishments that they had this year. We had a really good team this year, a lot of talent, and it's kind of sad in a way because two of the athletes that we're honoring today are seniors, so they're going to be going on to bigger and better things. But overall, it was just a really outstanding season, and Rick and I really do feel very fortunate, very lucky to have three outstanding individuals on this campus that really epitomize what we want in a student athlete, and they're all that and more. So I'm going to bring all three of them out at once so you can stare at them and not stare at me. So first one is Jack Brewer. He's our athlete of the month for March. And we have Eric Bilotta. He's our athlete of the month for April. And our athlete of the month for May is Matthew Bilotta. So first, I'm going to talk about Jack. As I alluded to, it's really sad when they're seniors and they go. Jack, to me, is just someone that is just a very humble individual. He has just a really graceful individual. It's when he's on the court, he's pretty tenacious, extremely consistent. He's a great student in the classroom, and he carries that over to his athletic ability on the tennis court. It's very rare that he misses a ball, and he makes a lot of friends along the way. So Jack is just someone that, everything that tennis is about, how you have to be a gentleman and all that kind of stuff, but he also he really epitomizes someone who's really tenacious on the court, and he's a fighter and he's a winner. So speaking of which, since I'm a stat guy, which a lot of people know me for, but his record this year was 23-5 overall. And he's actually he has one of the best overall records of any player that we've ever had coming through this program. So overall, over 3 years, and he actually played a little bit of varsity his freshman year as well, he had 81 wins and 14 losses, which is one of the top. He's definitely, I think it's seventh best in school history. So Jack is we're definitely going to miss him. He's one of our best players that we've ever had. So. Jack is going on to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and he's going to be studying electrical engineering. So, again, our athlete of the month for March is Jack Brewer. All right, our athlete of the month for April is Eric Bilotta. Eric is someone that is really, if we're just kind of going to go off of stats, which is more than just that, but Eric actually, when you compile everything over the last 4 years that he's been a varsity starter for us, he's played no less than third singles for us. The past couple of years, he's been our number one player. He's every accolade, every award that you can get, Eric has gotten it. And he actually does hold the all-time record for most wins in Tehachapi High tennis history. His record this year, he had 108 wins, for the culmination of the 4 seasons, he had 108 wins and only 28 losses. And this year, he just had an outstanding record. He was 29-7 overall in singles and doubles. Eric really just took on all comers. He had a lot of tough competition this year. One of the top players in our valley was in our league, and he went to, and you can always count on Eric to get a win for us. He was a solid leader for us this year. He really was our captain, and he really did that in every sense of the word. And we just feel fortunate that we had someone like Eric in our program. And many of you might know Eric in the classroom as well. He is our school valedictorian this year. So he really brings it in the classroom as well. And he's going on to UCLA. He's going to be studying bioengineering, so we're really going to miss him. Just one of the top players in our history, and has the most wins in the program, and we're really going to miss Eric. So our athlete of the month for April is Eric Bilotta. So our athlete of the month for May is Matthew Bilotta. So one of the things that we feel blessed with in the tennis program is just like the football program has the Lane brothers, we have the Bilotta brothers. So we had Ryan Bilotta, who is, who used to be in our program, a great player. We have Eric, who's going on to college, and now we have Matthew, who's a freshman. Matthew is someone who's just, first of all, he's just a great raw athlete. He's really just someone that you can just look at and say he can play just about any sport that he wants and be successful at it. And fortunately for Rick and I, he chose tennis. He just had an outstanding record this year. One of the best records. He tied his brother for most wins on the season. He was 29-5 this year as a freshman, which at the varsity level, when you're playing a lot of kids that have played club tennis since they were 4 or 5 years old, for someone like Matthew to come in and just have the success that he did, particularly at the top half of our ladder, really just says a lot about how good of an athlete that he is. So we're really excited to see what Matthew does in the future. We think that he can be one of the best that our school has ever seen, and he's already proven that he's on the right start for that. So again, we're fortunate that we had Matthew in our lineup this year. Just a great player and just a great individual overall. So our athlete of the month for May is Matthew Bilotta. And now you guys get to come up here and thank your parents and give a speech and all that good stuff. Come on, Jack.
Alright, well, I'd just like to thank the coaches for the really strong dedication to the team this year. They really put in a lot of hours and always came out and did their best for us. And so I really appreciate what they did. And yeah, they were really cool.
I would just like to thank the coaches for all the time they put in, especially Coach Shea, who took a lot of time out of his job to come and put time for the tennis team, and also my parents, who went to basically every match over 4 years. Thank you.
I would like to thank my parents, who, as my brother said over there, they went to almost every single match that we had, and also to the teammates that are on the team this year, because they were very supportive, especially for me being my first year. So.